Tuckleaf is a construction technology company that helps construction businesses thrive by uniting clients with top-tiered, certified, diverse, local, and small firms. And with me is Wissam Akra, the founder and CEO. Great to have you here. So tell me, I gave a little, description of the business. Give me like a more in-depth description and tell me about how you came to be the founder of this company.
Absolutely. Good morning. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. So on every government-funded project in the entire country, about 25% as a national average has to go to small, local, and diverse businesses. So let's say you're building a $1 billion bridge between Manhattan and the Bronx. In New York, $360 million of that has to be performed and paid to small, local, and diverse businesses. And as general contractors, we're good at building stuff. We're good at, engineers are good at designing stuff, but it's very challenging to find the right diverse business to work with you on that project that can have the required certification, but also perform the work.
Yeah.
So I was feeling that pain point as a project manager, a resident engineer on different, multi-billion-dollar infrastructure development projects in the country. So I've worked on 2nd Avenue Subway. I managed $1 billion there, managed about $900 million on Hudson Yards, managed a large portion of Miami Port expansion, and all of that had those requirements. And we always had a challenge to find the right business to work with us. And that's where I felt the pain point. And I felt like no one was really doing anything to use technology in order to solve that pain point. Everyone was using the same old, let's call this business. I know my cousin knows this person, and it was very disassociated with where we are in technology to solve this problem. So I quit my job while doing my MBA at Columbia, and I was like, this is something I'm passionate about. The intersection between construction, technology, and helping people's lives, and it felt like a perfect opportunity for me to start something there.
And what year was that you started the business?
That's 2021.
Okay.
So it's been 3 years already.
So not that long ago, actually.
Yeah, but flies away pretty fast.
So how do you use technology then to make that connection?
So the technology is used first in finding all of these small, local, diverse businesses around the country. So right now the data lives everywhere on hundreds of different certification databases that are managed by different government entities and private entities. So for contractors to go to all of these databases is nearly impossible. So the first step that we did is scrape every living database that's out there to collect data on these diverse businesses and understand who they are, and then enrich it with information on their revenue, how long have they been in business, what kind of insurances they have, and then create a profile for each of them that you can think of as like your LinkedIn profile. But instead of you having to create it, we do that for you, and then you can claim it for free. So all the services that we provide as a mission-driven company to small, local, and diverse businesses are completely free. We don't charge them for anything, not having an online presence or connecting with these opportunities.
So then who pays you then? The government?
The general contractors that are looking to find these businesses, because they are the ones that, one, have much bigger revenues, more money, and they're the ones that have these requirements from the government, or else they're either going to get fined, their cash flow is going to get interrupted, or simply they won't win more government projects, because on every government proposal today you have to talk about your history of meeting these requirements on previous projects. So it doesn't really work if you keep on missing your goal, and that's what Tuckleaf helps do for you. So we found all of this data, we've created these profiles, and we've created a seamless online platform that all the contractors have to do is simply say what they're looking for. So they have 20 criteria to choose from. Let's say I'm looking for an electrical company that's in the Union, that's in the Bronx, that can do $100 million worth of work. That's all you need to do as a general contractor. Then our platform is going to match from the 200,000 diverse businesses that live on Tuckleaf, is going to match those that meet your requirements. It's going to vet them, and it's going to outreach to them to say, hey, ABC Construction is looking for you. Are you interested on bidding on this project? If they say yes, then we integrate into other procurement platforms where the subcontractors can submit the bid. So simplifying everyone's life. From the contractor, they can find these businesses. From the subcontractor, they can find the opportunities that they so need, because they don't know where to find these projects that meet their capabilities.
No, it makes a lot of sense. It solves the pain point for people. So how has that gone so far? And what were some of the challenges?
Like all startups, it's ups and downs. You hear from, I'm sure, a lot of founders. Some days are amazing, some days are more challenging. Some of the challenges that we had to go through on the early stages of the company was trying to figure out what the contractors were actually looking for. Because the first thing we started selling was access to that databases. But contractors were not really interested in just getting access to data. They want to solve the pain point.
I see. They want, give me an exact name of somebody, right?
Right, yeah.
What they wanted.
I want that exact person. I want to know that they meet my qualifications and that they're going to provide me with a proposal, right? I don't want to just have a data of 200,000 people. Right. So that's where we had to kind of go back to the drawing board, reinvent the company as an end-to-end solution versus just a data platform. And that's when we found product market fit. And the market was reacting positively to us, and from there we took off.
Yeah. So what's the future then for Toughleaf?
The future is to help with continuing helping our two core customers, which are general contractors and small and diverse businesses, and we do that for the general contractors by continuing our journey through the project life cycle. So now we're helping them in this early journey of we'll help you find people that you can work with or subcontractors that you can work with, but now we're going to continue and help them track those payments throughout the project life cycle and ensure that compliance continues throughout the project so that they are in a good shape to pursue future projects.
Yeah.
And for the small diverse businesses, one thing they've really asked from Toughleaf, because they see us as an ally, is to help them build more capacity so they can go after more projects.
Yeah.
So we're creating a capacity building platform that helps them find better insurance, get more capital, find bonding capacity, hire more people, and things of that nature.
So you can connect them to all kinds of different, you're like a liaison for the whole industry. And I got to ask the name, how did you come up with this name? What's the significance?
So Toughleaf, so we started in 21 where we started here in New York and everything was New York tough after COVID.
Yeah.
So that's where the tough comes from. And Leaf speaks to the tenacity of the small, local and diverse businesses that we serve, that they bend but they don't break. So, and we wanted something kind of outside of construct this or build that. So we followed the Haagen-Dazs model of name it something that people will find interesting and will stay with them.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.